This is the Sandbox.
Welcome back to.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh. That's why I do the knob shit, bro.
Party foul already, goddamn.
Welcome back to another episode of the Sandbox Podcast. We got some special guests in here. Let's make sense of it podcast.
Ooh, we special.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all been?
What's going on?
Good, good.
Same old. We just had a super dope interview with Side Mosky, rapping from Philly, so that was super dope.
Thanks.
And now we got y'all here, so you know, doing
Doing a
good.
double. Doing a double.
Yeah.
Doing the double.
2 a days, yeah.
Oh,
The
don't
working
keep
man.
working.
I see.
don't say that. Don't say that word. Not 2 a days. Just gave me PTSD, bro. Come on, now. Come on now.
That shit was rough, bro.
Yeah, man,
But it
listen.
made a man out of niggas, so yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we
bro.
got the Let's Make Sense of It podcast. It's supposed to be 3 of y'all, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it's me, Ash, and it's our camera guy, Ant.
Okay.
But yeah, Ant had to work, so
All right.
You got the two of us.
yeah, you got the 2 of us today.
All right. I appreciate y'all coming through. So y'all Philly based podcast.
Yes.
How long you been podcasting for?
Well, I'm coming up on 3 years now of
Okay.
podcasting, but it's coming up on 2 years that we've been on doing Let's Make Sense of It.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you had before?
Good time. 2 years.
So we was doing it's a long story, but we was doing a podcast before that came along.
Sturdy facts.
Yeah, Sturdy Facts 101. Shout out to them.
That was y'all?
Yeah, that was us. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't no, that was me. It was me. It was me and my cousin, but stuff didn't go how
Yeah.
stuff happened. So we got let go from there, and then
I don't
no,
like that let
did.
go shit. We are no longer here. We
We
got
can
let
talk
go.
about it if y'all want to talk about
We
it.
got let go, but you know.
We got let go from there, and it was just like an abrupt let go. So
Yeah.
it was like, all
Ooh.
right, just took a step back and was like, all right, well, it's like a passion of mine specifically. So I was like, fuck it, go ahead and start my own shit. And then
And I got an opinion, so
okay,
that's why I'm here.
okay, yeah. So then I just brought Ash along because we had did that show together, and then I brought my camera guy along because just kept the same camaraderie. So
Okay.
and just bought the equipment, came up with the design logo, and just went at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you like it?
It's I mean, how do you describe like a podcast and say like I like it, I love it? It's just it's a way to just get out basically your different opinions to the world and then see how people receive that. A lot of topics people don't want to talk about, they don't want to tap into, so we kind of get like the same revenue with things talked about, but it's like sometimes it's like good to have a different road to go when you're talking about it.
Yeah.
So that's the fun part for me.
Okay.
So,
We got the slogan, the truth you don't want, but you definitely need.
Exactly.
That's the slogan we go by there. So, yeah.
All right. It doesn't feel like a job or anything to you, is it?
no.
No, this shit's fun.
That's what is important. Like as long as it don't feel like a job, if it's like it's a drag to come in this joint and talk on the mic for 2 hours.
No,
The hardest thing is the topics.
Yeah, that's
the hardest
because
thing.
we got 47 episodes in, so after you get past 40, it's like shit. We gotta
Yeah.
keep coming up with shit and not,
Yeah.
and not sound the same or as
Copy
everybody
and
else. Or
paste.
Yeah.
exactly. So that's usually the hard part. You be like, damn, what can we do this week?
Yeah.
What can we do this week that's different? But to this point, I mean, it's been received well. It's probably been received better than we probably thought when we first started off. Like, like it was the support and the love has been there. So, and yeah, it's just rolling along.
Do you remember what it was like when you first started and you got like the feedback from people? And I mean, not people, not like how it is to have people like but I'm talking about people that you don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually get a lot of feedback from people like from different states,
Yeah.
different whatever. I remember we had one live once, and we was getting feedback from people from Hawaii, from Cali, from Atlanta, Baltimore, Chicago, like all over, and we didn't even know that we even reached that far when it come to people. But yeah, it's pretty dope to get the feedback, and not even just people that are on social media. I get feedback from people that have heard of me off of social media, like like older people that be like, yo, y'all really, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are pretty much being the voice of the generation, but still having that how would I say, like the respect factor is still there. Cause everything nowadays is for clout.
Yeah.
So people just look and see what they can, what's the crazy thing I could say that'll get me to the internet.
Yeah.
Go viral or something.
Yeah. We never really tried to go viral, but we went viral a lot of times. So it kind of just happened to. It kind of just happened to work out. She gets it way worse though. Like she gets it. Like she gets it. She gets she gets it way worse. Her and my camera guy, they get it way worse.
What kind of feedback you be getting?
Well, Ant is toxic, so his feedback is
He's
different.
a toxic.
My feedback is usually like it'd be a lot of men, but it'd be women too. They don't like what I have to say sometimes. It's not a topic that they agree with.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is not it's all about accountability.
Right.
So if I'm saying something and you don't want to take account for it, that's the feedback that I'm getting. The people that's not going to take accountability for it. So everybody's just like, oh, you make no sense. You need to have more empathy, or like where y'all get her from, and I'm just like,
I remember one of our earlier episodes. It probably was in the first 15, and she had a video talking about basically it was it's the female's responsibility to go get the condom if the guy doesn't have one. And man, when I know, I can imagine. So the comments underneath that post was,
it was.
If y'all go back and look at our page, man,
it was intense. But I mean, I took it because it's just like I can have this conversation with you face to face, and I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on my opinion. Because at the end of the day, I'm still a female, so I know if I'm sleeping with a guy and I don't have one and he don't have one, at that moment, if I was be like, or we don't got one, so we can't do this, and it's done. But if I let it go, then I'm accepting whatever's coming with that on the table. So like I said, the people that don't want to take accountability for that is the ones that I'm getting that type of feedback from.
I want to go back to that because me and Money, we have our opinions on condoms, and
me and Man got different opinions than these two.
But I wanted to say like, because we recently like been going super hard with clips and video and everything, and I noticed like the girl, like, because I have a podcast in Atlanta called North to South, and it's I'm the only male in like the whole entire crew, and I noticed like the feedback we getting it be them. It don't be nothing I be saying. It be them, and they be saying some crazy shit. So like I be like, damn, y'all be going hard like that with a female. Like
listen, when it come to our show, like I said, we got Ant just jumping with the toxic stuff. We got her. I pretty much play point guard when it comes to the show. Like I kind of just throw the questions out there, bounce them off of them, and then I just give my little answer there. I'm fine with that. But every once in a while, I throw some comments in there, and they be like, "This motherfucker, here he goes, here he go." Because I'm gonna say what I would. I don't care. It'd be like, "Hey, it is what it is." And whatever comes with it, it comes with it. But it ain't been nothing. Nothing too crazy. But
let's hear the opinions.
Let's hear the opinions. But when it comes to, I know we're coming up with a lot of our stuff though. It's usually well received. I mean, you got some people it's always going to people that's going to oppose it on the opposite side. I mean, it wouldn't be no fun if everybody agreed. We ain't trying to tell you shit just to agree with. Like, oh, he's right. And we trying to make you open your mind and think a little bit, think outside the box, not just think this way.
Right.
On social media, sometimes people they get swayed by the comments a lot of times. Like everything, like this person in the comment. If this many people agree with it in the comments, it must be right.
It's programming.
Exactly. So it's like, and plus when it come to a lot of podcasts, shit. The negative shit always gets broadcasted way more than the actual shit.
Oh yeah.
When people talking about it, shit, I notice that a lot. But just stay in lane, just keep pushing.
How hard it is to like not like focus on the negative comments?
It's fairly easy for me.
It's easy for me. I run the page, so they all just be dinging. I'm like, yo, did you see that? I text like, yo, did you see that comment? Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw it.
Like we all in a group chat. My camera like, oh, they about to get me with this one.
During that episode about that whole condom thing, Ant sent me like screenshots, and he was sending me voice messages of like females coming at my neck, like,
what?
Don't send me no shit that this bitch talking about, and don't send me nothing else that she's saying. Like this bitch is weird, and then I'm just like, if every female just sat back and said like, how many times did you let a nigga hit it, and neither one of y'all had a condom, and you didn't think about it until it was over? How many conversations?
I wait till after think about it.
If you let it go, if in that moment, and it's a quick 0.5 second moment. If you right there and it's like you ain't got one, I ain't got one. It's only a no or a yes.
Right.
Quick 5 seconds, no or yes. So if you say no, this conversation never happened. You say yes, all right. What happened after them 5-10 minutes? Depending on his stamina.
God damn.
He might can take you a few runs. I don't know, but we're gonna give you a US average 5-10 minutes. I got you. What we talking
All
about?
right. We'll get into it.
5-10 minutes is the U.S. average.
I'm about to say I had some nice ones. That shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Let's bring it back to podcast. Like, how you feel about the podcast in Philly?
So it's a lot of good podcasts in Philly, and there's a lot of popular podcasts in Philly. It's a difference. See, people think just because your podcast is popular that it's just automatically better than the podcasts that aren't as popular as the ones that you might have.
Right.
So it is a lot of. I do come across a lot of dope local podcasts, and it's good to see.
Yeah.
Because a lot of bullshit out here. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way nicely. There's a lot of bullshit out here, but to each his own. I mean, if you can build your audience up and you can build up a following, then more power to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Have y'all received any hate? Because I was just talking to Lenzel from the Office Podcast. Shout out to them. I really didn't know this. Like, he was saying, like, them niggas get hate. Like, they get DMs and fake pages, all kind of shit. Like, me personally, I don't know about y'all, but I haven't experienced that at all. So.
No, we actually get that. We actually get the opposite.
I
We
get
get a lot of
followers, but
you do random followers. We actually get the opposite. We get a lot of people that just jump in our DM and be like, man, y'all just. I just got DMs of just people just jumping in, man. Y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. Just a lot of encouraging DMs. We haven't really had too many hateful ones. And then, like, I usually keep track of like who following the page, who not following the page. So like if it's like a page where there's nobody following them, I know it's a fake page. I just block them. There's no need because there's no need for me to have 1,000 fake pages following us. That does us no good.
Right.
Like, so I
no, for sure.
just block it.
It's like having a bot. It's just
Bro,
them motherfuckers is fucking annoying on
they are.
Instagram, dog.
As soon as somebody posts up Sadie underneath the comments, talk about would you follow me or would you
Don't
spend
look
it?
at my
Would you spend it? Yeah,
Spend a night with me and shit. Random liking, loving my stories and shit. I'm like, who the fuck is Martha Dorothy? 1887?
I ain't lie, yo.
What the fuck, bro?
Them fucking sex robot pages, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Them niggas, yo.
somebody could just die. They right underneath the comments.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Don't view my story.
Not to bother you, but I wanted you to talk about how you can program your page. I'm like, what? Like, then the fucking I be getting the Sugar Mama Jones. You get them Jones?
Them Jones is fucking wild too.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first started getting them, I was a little excited. Like, yeah, niggas on now, nigga. I got one. Yeah. Never going back to work, nigga.
Oh real shit.
And I ain't
Jones.
strapping up.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Here we go.
There you go.
the yes or no?
Damn. You said,
This nigga, dog. No, real shit though. But them things definitely do be fucking annoying. Though. Like,
so annoying.
Let me ask you something, Slake. When y'all see those podcast lists and you don't see your name on there, do you ever feel some type of way or?
No, I just feel like our moment will be our moment.
Okay.
And we just have to like. So it's not looking at what every other podcast is doing. Maybe somebody is doing something that maybe, better for us to do, or maybe a way to make us more, efficient in what we're doing. Mm-hmm. That's perfectly fine. But as far as looking at somebody else's success and then measuring it towards ours, no. Because our moment is our moment. Where we are right now, we would have never thought we were getting there. Like, we didn't have any not high expectations or a real expectation of where this was going to take us. It was just like, we just want to start this and see where we go with this. And then from there, how we make it better.
right.
Yeah,
So, that part.
it's not gonna happen overnight. Like I said, we only going on year number 2.
Yeah.
I think people think you're supposed to have instant success right away when you do this. When really, only really the top 10% of podcasts really make money.
Right.
It's the other ones that got to find their niche, like clothing, live shows, stuff along those lines. Because that's when you really see your supporters and who really fuck with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I will say this, like, when I see those lists and I don't see our names on there, I don't get discouraged. But when I feel like it's people that should definitely be on there and you don't see them, that's when I get a little discouraged. It was like, how the hell these dudes don't, or these chicks don't get on here, but you got XYZ I never heard of.
Yeah.
Get on these lists.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I get that when you see certain stuff. Like, we might not be on there, that's fine. But I see some other podcast, like, how is this podcast not on here? And then this podcast is on here.
That's a popularity, though. Like, who do you have backing you?
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, because building up our following, we do a lot of promo. A lot of videos. That's how we built our following up. So it was like, you gotta just keep going, just keep building your following up. It only take one. It only take one interview. It only take one clip. It only take. So if you just keep being consistent, I think that was our biggest thing, to just keep being consistent. Like, because if you come to our page, you see 250 plus just videos and clips, just running them out once a day, twice a day. Yeah. Just keep pushing good content, and then eventually, like she said, your time will come.
Yeah.
Just can't rush it. I mean,
I remember my homie. He was like, what list was that? With the governor's list, it was like Lenzo was on there. Not Lenzo, The Office, TRP was on there. There was a couple of lists, and my man was really mad I wasn't on there. I'm just like, bro, ain't our time yet. You gotta remember, we not even a year in yet. Our year is like officially next week, but
shit, congrats.
Like thank you. Like for everything we done so far and everything we done accomplished, it was like, bro, you can't be mad at that shit, bro. Like,
we turn shit.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, that's how.
You
That's
gotta
how.
celebrate your personal accomplishments.
Exactly.
Celebrate those.
Yeah, because you never know who watching, never know who listening.
Yeah.
People kind of base things off of social media sometimes, and be like, that ain't even
Social media ain't real.
That ain't real. Exactly.
That
ain't real. Getting feedback from people that you didn't even know listen to your shit off social media. That never even heard of social media or don't even want to do with social media. That's a different type of humbling. You be like, that shit's dope.
Yeah. You ever had a moment where you really felt like you was like a real podcaster, like a true podcaster?
No, I don't think. I'm trying to think. Have I when I really felt like a true pod? I think probably I feel that way when I sit back and when I sit back sometimes, and I just be like, damn, I'm coming up on a personal like 100 episode recorded between the two podcasts. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
I talk too much. You're like, shit. I talk too much, but it's crazy because I always I got a book. And when I first started with the other podcast, I used to have notepads because I came in. Being prepared was always a big thing for me. So I came in. So I had like 3 full notepads, and then I must have been cleaning up, and I came across them. And I was like, shit. Like I have written down a lot of content. I met a lot of people, and I did a lot of shit. I said, damn, I really am a podcaster. Like this shit is crazy because you get to meet that's another thing. You get to meet a lot of good people becoming a podcaster. Like sometimes people just think, you just come and talk to people, but you get to build a lot of relationships too,
Right.
and I think that's a key thing too when it comes to podcasts, especially if you got a little following. If people want to come on, you get to talk to them. Now you got that relationship, you got this relationship. That shit go a long way, a long way.
I noticed like us like starting podcasts, like we done got cool, like super cool with like other podcasters in the city.
Yeah.
And like we done gave friendships and like shit brothers and sisters out of this shit. So
Yeah.
it's definitely like that. That's definitely like the bright side of like podcasting for sure. But actually, you ever had that moment where you feel like a real podcaster?
When I walk into rooms and people are debating the clips, that's when I feel it. I be like, I said that. What are we going to talk about? Further my opinion. Come on, let's talk about it.
They say she bullies me. That's what they say. They say she bullies me.
It's not a bullying. Sometimes him and Aunt come out their mouth sideways, and it's like I catch it. So let's bring it back. Like, we got a soundbite, and it be like I'm ready to go in on some niggas. Because that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Because now y'all just saying anything. But I like where I work at, it was like people coming and going, but I would get people to like listen to the podcast. Just even if you're not gonna watch a whole episode, I know a lot of people don't want to sit there and watch something. They rather listen to it. And
or vice versa sometimes.
Yeah. And then I'll come into work and they'll be like, well, I didn't like what y'all said on this, but let's talk about this, or let me give you my opinion on this. Like I'll take it. I take all of it because it's just like, next topic, I'm gonna bring some of this up because this is what somebody else said, and this seems like this is good feedback for us to talk about and just broaden this topic what it is. So, at those moments, when I felt like,
it's crazy. It's funny. It's funny she said that. I remember I went over to my uncle's house and I was sitting there, I was talking to my aunt. And she was like, yeah, I went back to my old job. I just played him a clip. I didn't tell him that it was, I didn't tell him that you was my nephew, nothing, because, as soon as you say that, people want to give you fake opinion. So they was playing it. She said, man, that clip, whatever the clip was, it turned into like 2 hours of them just having a debate in the office. And this is older people, like to a point, like, and then one of the people in the office, she played it for her mom. Her mom is in her like 70s, I believe. and she said my mom don't like anybody. She said she loved listening to y'all too. I said, God damn, after 7 years. I said, damn.
I want y'all sitting on the porch. Listening.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Because she said y'all got a way of saying stuff, but making it relatable to everybody.
Everyone, yeah, exactly.
So I said, damn, that might have been the spot right there. I was like, damn, because I just was sitting there like, oh shit, that's 60, 70 year old. I wasn't expecting that.
Right.
Yo, it's crazy because I still don't know how to handle that shit, bro. Like
Right.
people know, like walking up to you and like knowing who you are, and you just don't. You have like zero clue who they are.
Oh,
I still don't know how to handle that
Hey,
shit.
Val, you from the what?
Like, cause we was at we had went to the realest podcast ever. They had a live show back in what was that, December or January? I want to say
I think it was January.
January.
yeah.
And like a few people, like a couple chicks, a couple guys, like, yo, you from Sandbox? I'm like, yeah. All right, yeah, I heard you on Chad John a couple times, or I met John a couple times. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, what's up?
All right.
Hey, what's up,
But
bro?
I be like, I don't be knowing what to say. It's like, all right, appreciate you.
Let me ask you a question, because you said you did a live podcast. What do you think the key is to doing a good live podcast? Because that's something we kind of like, we want to jump into, but we don't want to just do it just to say we did it.
Engaging the audience, keeping the audience engaged.
Okay.
Like us, we like for our first John, like I ain't gonna lie, we was dumb nervous. But like once like the audience started engaging and laughing and stuff like that, it was like, all right, it's an easy breeze after this.
Once we warmed up, it was just another podcast.
Yeah.
So did y'all ask them questions to like get them to like ask y'all questions, like, or y'all just had a topic from the beginning?
Yeah,
It's a little of both, actually. I think.
Yeah, in the beginning we just was pod in the beginning, but like after a while, closer to the end, we asked like a few questions and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, because that's something we want to do, but we want to make sure we do it right. Like,
Yeah.
we don't want to just get up there and bomb and just.
I mean,
What the fuck is these niggas talking about?
I think
We was thinking the same thing.
Get up there.
I was so nervous. I was drinking every.
Yo, we were drinking.
Listen,
See, I saw you
was
drink.
about
Actually,
lit.
I go drink.
ask him. We was in here so drunk, bro.
They was drunk as shit.
Because I couldn't, like, my anxiety would not. I couldn't relax.
It's crazy because I'm not even a people person. Like I hate speaking in front of people. I'm not
Me
even.
too.
But
Yeah.
like when it comes to this, it's just like easy. So I figure in my mind, I know like how I want the vision to go when it come to live show. But then like when the day come there, you're like, oh shit.
Shit.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
like,
not ready
Pour
for
another
this.
drink up.
When we first walked in, it was like two guys like sitting in the back. I had
know who the fuck they were.
no idea who they was.
I'm like, who is this guy?
That's when it was like, what the fuck? I hope I don't fuck up. We was. I got drunk to the point where I was spilling shit on myself. Like it was bad, bro.
He was wasted.
It was bad.
I'm gonna be like him.
I'll send it to y'all after this.
That was
She
our
wanna be sober and everything.
What was it, our anniversary episode?
Yeah, we was lit.
We
Yeah.
were like lit,
Yeah.
like lit.
It was
And I
our
was
1
like,
year. We had
I was
the
like,
balloons
don't
and
put up
shit.
no clip. I didn't want no clips from that because eventually I knew.
We went
at
back
that
and listened to
point,
it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
My words, slurring? I was like, yep.
It was a drunken mess.
What?
Jumping.
It was funny though. It was, I laughed the whole time, and I'm like, yo, I can't believe I said that.
Like we did good, but it was like moments. I was just like, my words are slurring. Like this sounds really sloppy.
Yeah.
I don't want this out there. I don't want this nowhere.
I noticed like
Sundays,
I
man.
noticed like a lot of times your audience like won't even mind it because they just so
genuine.
engaged with you. Like
It's fun.
it's almost like your family listen to you.
Yeah.
Like, all right, that's Juice or that's Ash. That's many. Like it's just they cool with it.
And it's you giving them a vulnerable side of you too. Like it's
Yeah.
a side of you to say. Like we did shrooms together on air.
Oh,
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That ain't nothing on us.
Hey, it don't.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that shit. Yus was like,
We
yo,
gotta record it.
Yus was like, yo, tell your shirt bright as shit over there. I was like, bro, what the fuck?
He's like, I can't handle it.
I can't handle this
Y'all
shit.
take the
dude.
show.
Oh man.
Oh, we even gonna tell you about Sandbox Sundays and shit, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, shit.
I've been getting them fucked up.
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie. I was ripped last time, bro.
yeah, we was trashed. We was
I
trashed.
was
in
drunk
that.
last time.
What you was drinking?
Man,
E&J.
he was drinking E&J.
Vanilla E&J.
Ooh, vanilla and J.
He brought the Henny. He
Coca-Cola.
brought the Henny. I think I
You trying to
had.
splash that with the coke?
Yeah.
You had a natty ice in your back pocket too?
No, I ain't doing that now. All right.
wait a minute.
It was a
a
good
joint.
Sunday, but
It was
a rough ass Monday for
It
work.
facts, bro.
Rough ass Monday.
Hey, he had the blue MD in his pocket.
I had to get the big ass Wawa iced coffee and shit. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it.
I was asleep.
Damn. Lucky bastard. Only motherfucker that had to go to work.
You came in,
day.
fucked us up, and you slept all day.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's what you
would
supposed
have
to
called
do.
out as soon as I got drunk that night. Calling out to put some on.
But I think for your first live show, I think go into it with like no expectations. Like let the first one be like the learning curve, and then after that, now you know what to do. Like our first live show, it was hair. We had food, we had liquor, and we had everything. But
Yeah, vendors and everything.
we had vendors. Like the biggest issue was like the distance. Like y'all know, y'all came over here.
Hell yeah.
So it's like now I know.
A little far.
Now I know.
I didn't know Chester had a Heights.
Yo.
This is definitely you get arrested for being black because ain't no way up here.
Yo.
One of them places.
I was like, oh no.
So I'm roll all my windows.
Oh yeah. Y'all gotta be careful with this
I
motherfucker.
turned my music down and everything. I was like, let me just
Can't
pull
leave.
this.
The crazy thing about it is it's actually surrounded by two like HBCUs up in this motherfucker. So that's
Oh,
the
yeah?
even crazier
It
part.
is?
But Lincoln is
You know what's
down
crazy?
that way and Cheney.
I just
over
was
there.
working at Lincoln, so I'm driving the road. I said, "What? Am I going to fuck back to Lincoln?" I said,
Yo, bro, taking this road to go to Lincoln it seems like it takes forever, bro.
How far Lincoln from here?
Maybe like another 15
about
minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
I was starting to disappoint when
I know it's that close.
I was doing one of the halls up there. I was working. I do construction, so I was working up there. We was over there for like a week. I'm like, I'll probably see two black folks on this campus. I said, where the fuck is the melanin out? This motherfucker. It was all white.
Yeah, they starting to take over this.
Where at
motherfucker.
Lincoln?
Yeah.
Yeah, they taking over.
Security guard, when I first pulled in the gate, I said, "Oh man, this is a buddy. I thought it was gonna be a bro." I was like, "I ain't know."
No,
This is my buddy. This is my buddy. I thought it was gonna be a bro.
It might have been,
No, but then when as we start to leave, here come they all.
here they go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You on CP time? You came at the wrong time.
That shit is in the middle of nowhere too.
Legit, nah, real shit.
It ain't no
Lincoln,
food around there.
Lincoln, bro, you legit gotta travel to get to anything that you want in fucking fucking Lincoln, bro.
No, I used to cause they had Domino's out there
Where?
at Lincoln.
That shit had to be like 5 miles away.
Yeah, like
It was 5 miles.
yo,
That's ain't that close.
Domino's out there. It's 5 miles away.
I said, oh
The
man.
last food place I saw was McDonald's. I don't know how many miles away that was.
yeah, see, like
McDonald's that's a little hike.
yeah.
This how you know you too far. When you start seeing sheets, that's how you know you're too far.
You're going too far, brother. Turn around.
Hey, got no Wawa around this motherfucker. No, we got sheets.
The
No,
fuck
I
is
saw
this
Wawa
shit?
that had like a grand entrance, whatever that red crest or red something.
Oh, the-
Wawa. I didn't know
over
if
there?
that was a headquarters or a gas
yeah.
station.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
this is official.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, definitely going to your first live show with no expectations. Just let that be like the first learning experience, and after that, y'all be good after that. Like going for it, I know what we gotta do. I know where we gotta be at. Right. I know how much liquor not to drink. So, yeah. Y'all have an idea for y'all first live show?
As far as what?
Like having like a live audience, like
Definitely live audience. I know it's gonna be food there.
Yeah.
I do know that.
She just care about food.
Definitely.
Let me know what the food
What?
and liquor are.
I ain't lie, that food part important, bro. The food part is
food
very
important.
important.
Yeah,
Because
food
motherfuckers
is
start,
fun.
you got food, liquor, people ease a little bit better. You ain't got neither one of them.
See, I'm liable to come out and just tell a joke, honestly, because I'm just a jokester. So I'm liable to come out, just get right at the crowd, start from the rip, like, and then loosen them up some.
Yeah.
And then, because at one point in time, I wanted to do stand up. Yeah, never made it
Didn't
there,
work.
but I see a nigga get booed off the stage. I said, that ain't gonna be me. And he stayed there the whole time. So he must have had to do 15 minutes. I was in New York when this happened too. I said, oh man, they was booing him. Boo, get the fuck off stage. He was booing him, and he finished his whole set. I said, I give him props because you got one boo to come out. Like, all right, y'all have a good night. I'm out.
I'm out of here.
Even though you know it come with the territory, I was like, it's a different type of thing. We gotta make people you don't know laugh or entertain people.
Man, a
'cause that's
comedian is hard as fuck.
yeah,
That
people
shit
don't
is
take
hard.
that shit serious. Like that's why I never could get on stage. I said if I'm gonna do it, I studied a lot of comedians and a lot of shit, but I was like, yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it. Maybe after the first live show, I probably could do it. But you know, let me go ahead and try this. I'll get booed and like never again.
I can't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because then who gonna recover it? Who gonna recover the show?
Who had to recover? Hey.
Like, you know what? Everybody get the fuck out.
Yeah, but
This show fucking.
Everybody go the fuck home. Like,
Everybody go home.
But yeah, I'm sure whenever we do, we going put a lot of prep into it, and then whatever, like you said, whatever happens. But as long as we know we did our prep on our side, then
The foundation will be solid.
yeah,
The
for
rest
sure.
of it
The right,
is, for that day. For that day.
yeah,
All right, let us know because we definitely gonna pull up.
for sure. Let us know when y'all next one is too. Shit.
We got something in mind.
Yeah,
We got something in mind, so we'll definitely let y'all know.
cool.
All right, money. Let's get ratchet.
Oh shit.
Let's get ratchet.
Let's get
Oh
to it.
boy.
I knew Ashley for a while, and one thing about Ashley, like,
Don't call me Ratchet. Don't call me
no, I ain't gonna say ratchet, but
But
so
Oh boy.
the condom conversation.
oh, here we go. Here we go.
I don't believe in condoms.
I know.
Get that shit out of here.
We know.
We don't
Get
wear
that shit
condoms.
out
Wait,
of
that's
here.
We know.
period?
We don't.
Period.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
who
did
did-
not.
We don't wear.
I ain't wear a condom probably 8 years, yo.
Probably since high school, like
Nigga.
High school?
He ain't say that the last time.
no. I did go to college, so Lincoln, maybe college.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You see the maybe?
Maybe.
He said it ain't a rubber. He don't like rubber bands. He don't like condoms. He don't like
Oh,
gloves.
like I said, helmets,
don't
gloves.
like
I said the last
nothing.
episode, helmets, gloves, no
Damn.
protection.
So how does this conversation go
What you mean?
when you about to get
It don't go.
don't.
Like,
Don't go.
It don't go. Like,
Bitches don't bring it up.
They don't say shit. and
When
the
y'all feel,
females don't say shit.
but when y'all feel the type of way if the chick didn't bring it up?
no.
I would if she did.
See, that's the thing.
See,
Like,
That's
this-
these
I
two
would if
niggas.
she
that's
did.
these two niggas.
Wait.
So this is my logic.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to hear the logic. It's all right.
Hold
I'll
on,
be quiet.
Robbie use condoms?
He married.
Oh, you are married.
If he start using a condom, he gonna have another conversation.
Yeah, that's another conversation. Yeah.
All right.
What's this logic here?
What's the logic?
So if I gotta like wear a condom and like protect myself from you, why am I fucking you? Like, if I'm like really, if I really gotta like protect myself from fucking you, why am I fucking you? My pull-out game on the beam, and you on birth control.
We not worried about that. You might catch some shit you can't get rid of.
Exactly. The house of Virginia.
But why-
specifically. The house of Virginia.
But if they got it, and you gonna fuck with the condoms though? If they got it, like if they got some shit you can't, you know.
If I know you got it, I'm not fucking you.
Exactly.
But 9 times out of 10, you ain't going to know. A chick ain't just going to disclose.
You know how they say how hard that conversation is to have when people had that shit?
I don't know. It depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Certain comments. If they're not having a conversation simply about a condom, I know somebody out there right now is burning, got whatever they got, and that conversation is really not hard to them because there's a nigga out there willing and okay with it because he know there's a shot, a pill, or something for it. Unless it's herpes.
About to burn
Then you got a different conversation to have. Because that follows you for life.
Yeah, that's part of the game though. When you don't use condoms.
What?
Damn.
Y'all just playing.
Come
Y'all
with
out
it.
here playing Russian roulette.
He said he
I
playing
mean, it's a risk. Like you might.
Definitely Russian
So
roulette.
What if
you
a
might
chick
get
told you?
burned.
What if a chick told you to put on a condom though?
I'm going home.
Or she not
Yeah.
gonna let you
I'm
hit?
going home.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I'm
go home.
going home.
What if she the one?
I don't give a fuck. She ain't the one. She the 3. The fuck? No.
She the
I'm cool.
3.
This is nigga logic right here.
Yo,
The most nigga logic
This is
ever.
nigga logic right here.
Listen, bro.
God damn, bro.
go ahead. Go ahead.
My piece don't get hard with a condom on.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
My
messing
shit
with
will
condoms
instantly
on.
get soft with a condom, man.
Damn.
Now he's went so far as to say he's gotten head with the condom. Now
that
No,
was-
that was man.
Oh, this way.
That was
Swing that way.
I don't respect
Oh,
That's
oh,
a, all right, that's a little wild. That's a little.
all right. All
I
right.
get what you're saying.
That's defeating the purpose.
It is wild. But
That's like
if you're gonna fuck her raw, it's the same shit.
Which is kind of true.
But
It's
this
the same
this-
shit.
this is my
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
How wild of a bitch is that to suck a condom?
That's not my problem.
What if she choke on that joke?
I don't want no bitch that's cool with like sucking a condom. Like,
Oh, first of all, she choking us on. You need to get a different size condom.
But wait.
I'm just saying that.
That taste gotta be
You
ridiculous.
know what I mean? She
They
choking.
got flavor draws. I was gonna say that. They got flavor
He
draws.
got a point there though, because dudes will give a chick head and then put a condom over their fucker.
Yeah, it's fucking
you got
stupid.
he got a point there.
where the fuck do you get flavored condoms from? Because you
Second
can't go to
source.
Walgreens.
No,
Spencer's.
just like a sex store.
Spencer's.
Spencer's or Condom Kingdom.
Condom
South-
Kingdom.
Or
Yeah.
Amazon like everybody else now.
Yeah, there's too many.
Well, I don't
websites.
know. I don't get those.
Well, he doesn't use those, you guys, so he doesn't know where they are.
All I'm saying is,
Right.
though, I'm not doing anything that's gonna risk me pissing fire.
That's the biggest fed pissing fire.
Yeah, I ain't trying to piss fire, bro.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah,
Like-
that shit.
I ain't worried about that.
You see that?
Y'all tripping.
I ain't worried about
I
no
mean-
fire.
Y'all tripping.
I ain't got to worry about
If
that,
it's
but
the
I'm just
mind,
saying.
I
Like,
Y'all
can't
tripping.
even. I
It's-
can't even be.
That
I'm a
shit.
relationship. I'm not worried about
Now
that.
the shit I can't get rid
Nah,
of,
bruh.
I'm more afraid of like fucking the genital warts. I'm more afraid of that. Yeah, that's something that's scary. But the fire, you can get rid of the fire.
Nigga, anything wrong
Get a little
with
shot in your
it?
leg.
Like, what you-
See that big ass pill.
So where you go to? Like,
I mean, it
so
ain't
you
gonna lie.
gotta see this. You gotta
it-
see this shit for it
bro.
to be for
It burned like a
gotta
motherfucker.
happen.
I'm not gonna lie, but nigga, after like
I'm saying, these niggas don't
after
burn.
a couple of days, you good. Bro, you
Niggas
get the
don't
needle.
learn.
Bro, you get the
That
needle in your
shot-
thigh and you take a pill. That's it. You
That
good
shot in
after
the pill. That shot in the pill is not. It's
Or
not
your
fun,
ass.
bro.
Oh my god.
That shit's not
On
fun.
your ass.
Or
That's
in your
birth
ass.
control.
Why would you like?
In your thigh or your
Why would
ass.
you want that?
Wow.
I don't want that.
It just happens.
You do.
What
It
No, I
just
don't.
happens.
was the pussy?
That shit happened with me one time. I was like, fuck
Let me
that.
ask you a question.
Pause it.
What?
Pause
Go
it.
ahead.
So
Oh, shit.
if y'all doing this right, and she doesn't disclose that she has something, like, do y'all come at her and be like, "Why you ain't tell me?"
She gonna black, bro.
Or do y'all just go to the doctor and be like, "I got
No,
this
I
shit.
definitely
need
want to know why you tell me you was burning. Like, what's wrong with you, Heifer? Like, why you didn't disclose this information? Like, you know you hot.
Yo,
I
would you be
can't-
more mad if you dealt with a chick and you was like, I'm about to have the best, and her pussy was trash, and she gave you something?
Yeah, that's.
Hell,
We got to
that's
fight.
one. Yeah, I'm about to say that's one for a fight right
I'm
there.
not even a guy. And I know that's like,
That's a warrant for a fight. Yeah,
Definitely.
for real.
Like,
You gotta hand me a one in the street,
That's
yo.
like-
You can't burn me and give me.
Come knock
shitty
on the
pussy,
door.
right?
yeah.
Come on, meet me in the
on,
street
you
real
gotta
quick.
meet me in the street,
Meet me in the street
Wait,
real quick.
That's like
We gotta have a
guys.
conversation.
Wait, it's funny we having this conversation because one of our biggest clips was we used to talk about is there such thing as bad vagina, right? So everybody, like, dude, that
Yes.
clip probably had like 110,000 views. Like, motherfuckers, for whatever reason, when people talk sex on podcasts, everybody turns into a sex expert online.
Bruh.
Every time, the biggest clips online is always you talk about sex or something. So, is it a such thing? You think it's a because? Did you say no? Who said no? Did you say no?
I
Somebody.
said
No,
no. I
everyone
said
said
me
yes.
and me and
We
the girl.
tried. Yeah, the
me
girl
and
we
the
had.
girl- Yeah.
We
There's,
tried.
there's no such thing as
He
like.
said no. I said yeah.
Bad
Me and Ant
vagina?
said yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
You ever felt like coochie?
Have I ever felt?
Yes.
Yes.
She said what makes it bad.
What makes it bad? Because if y'all give me, you give me an answer, I have another answer for it. So give me the answer.
So
Oh boy.
the last pussy I had that was trash, and I've told you met the bitch. I've told you
Yeah.
about the bitch.
Wow.
Damn.
It was
Wow.
Now she knows.
And I spun a block like because I hit it once. I'm like, all right, it wasn't the best, but maybe
Maybe it was a bad day or something.
yeah, maybe she wasn't too turned on by a nigga. Like,
Right.
I spun a block. I heated the engine up to make sure, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't that problem.
Because yes, we do that. We heat the engine.
Yeah, I heated the engine up to make sure, you know what I'm saying, before I put the key in and started.
Shit wasn't really shit. Oil leak.
And it's still,
He said an oil leak. Oil leak. The engine was
Yo.
shit was leaking out.
the oil still was leaking, but it just wasn't hitting right. Like, it wasn't giving me that right.
That's what I said.
It wasn't the right depth or grip. Like, and I just
Because
could-
don't
I
get
just
fucked
couldn't.
up. Pussy can be wet and still be trash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Actually, pussy could be good and your sex could be trash too.
That too.
Because some chicks pussy be good, but they moan that shit don't be there. Like
Yeah.
or they can't take it.
yeah,
Like,
they can't, or that
Yeah.
too. They pushing you back. What the fuck is you
Yeah.
doing?
I mean, do a guy ever admit that his stroke is trash?
yeah.
I done had like plenty of nights, but I had plenty of good nights. Like,
Yeah.
I'm,
it happens.
I've never heard a nigga say his stroke is trash. I've
Yeah,
always
we're
heard
not
it
gonna-
for the female.
We're not going into you.
like this is the thing. Like
Off night.
you heard me.
Her
you-
pussy was trash. My stroke game, but I was in that shit. It's just like no.
Women always
not
have
matching
a
somewhere.
counter to what men say. Why
Yeah.
men can't just tell you how it is without women having to come back to us? Well, maybe your stroke was trash. No, your shit was trash.
Listen, I'm speaking from experience. I know my shit ain't trash. So I don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna come back and say something and be like, I want to know logically why are you saying her shit is trash? Because he just said shit can be wet, but it's trash. He just said he spun the block and the oil was still leaking, but it's just like she wasn't giving a good depth and she wasn't giving a good enough grip.
It just
I
could have.
mean, it just-
All right, maybe it's
yeah.
more so bad sex than it is bad pussy. But
No, her pussy was bad.
Oh, pussy was bad? All right.
Because like she was
Okay.
like, 'cause we were fucking like she was matching my rhythm,
Right.
Like,
but it just wasn't there.
but yeah, it just wasn't.
Sometimes it just
hitting
don't be there.
Like,
Like,
So what's the characteristics of good pussy?
the right depth, the right grip,
That
the
shit.
right
The joint when you
wetness.
gotta be
you
like,
trying to hit?
wait, the joint you gotta be like, oh,
What you
oh,
trying to
oh, you gotta be like, oh.
You trying to? Okay.
Hey, let me say this. Let me. This is why I find it so hilarious about women, right?
The bad question ain't
Because
Like, wait a minute.
this is what's so funny about women,
Start
right?
taking a t-shirt off like, oh wait.
Because when you nut fast, right, that should be the telltale sign that you got some good coochie.
Yes.
So in my mind, if I nut fast in you, you shouldn't be mad. You should be very proud of what you got going on down there.
Yes.
And I understand
That
this
sound like-
because that shit was so good. I'm coming back twice.
Yep.
And the second time gonna be way better.
So wait, you nut fast in that night, and you say you coming back.
No, so listen.
No, I'm talking about in a couple minutes. Give me like 5 minutes.
All right, give you 5. Oh, but you coming
I ain't coming back tomorrow. I'm coming back
Oh, okay.
right now.
Right now.
Right now.
If you gonna nut fast and then say you coming back tomorrow, no.
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 You gonna be blocked before
But a
you open the door.
woman-
Gotta get that one out.
But no,
I'm
I
gonna kill
can
you
be.
like. Bitch, it is over now. You were
But I'm
done.
saying though, I can be very happy that you nutted fast. Like, kudos to me.
But most of y'all
Clap,
don't be
clap,
happy. Man.
Clap, clap. Because at the end of the day, I did
You
not
weren't
nut.
satisfied too,
Right.
yeah.
I
which
didn't nut.
did.
Like, guys don't understand that. Just because you nutted fast, kudos to me and my vagina. But I did not nut. So now I have to wait for you to become rejuvenated and get all your lucky stars back. And we got to start this all over again.
That's why.
So if I'm no longer, if that moment, in that beginning moment where I was revved up, my engines was going, whatever the case may be, that shit was, fucking waterfall. And then you nutted fast. Either I'm going to still be that or I got to get back to that.
Now imagine all this with a condom.
No, y'all ain't just see this nigga face, yo. Y'all did not just see this nigga face, yo. He was dead serious.
Imagine all this with a condom, y'all.
I mean, it's
That's-
not
man.
ideal. It's not ideal.
Like-
I've had it.
Listen, cause chicks be right at you.
Yo, I really hope the camera got your face. Because he was dead ass serious.
Bro, how
I've
do you
had both.
how you
I've had
even get
both.
back hard with a condom on? Like,
I
I
mean-
can't put this joint on soft. Like,
He got a point there. I ain't gonna lie. He got
is
a point there.
That is true, but I mean, I'm saying like, what other ways is that it's getting you hard? Like, do she have to suck your dick? To
no,
get
my
you
go-to is I probably rub my tip on your clit, but I want to feel that
Or just touch you.
rub. Like, I can't with the condom.
It depends. Like it
niggas
depends
don't
on the
need much.
person. Like me personally, like I love skin. So if I just touch you a certain way, it's on. Like
Yeah, it don't take much for niggas.
Yeah.
It don't take much.
Really
You
don't.
Like,
pull a titty out. Niggas don't take much. Women, you gotta go all. Women gotta go through the whole
Bro.
through the
The
ringer.
The whole spill and stuff. Us would be like, all
We
right.
are literally
Yeah.
built differently.
And
Like,
that's-
I
that's-
don't like you gotta understand.
But listen, that's why I said I spun a block because like maybe I rushed the first time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tend to her needs, so I spun the block and made sure I did that, and it still wasn't.
It just wasn't. It
My
wasn't,
hand right.
it wasn't math.
Yeah.
Sometimes it don't. Sometimes it just be like that. Sometimes niggas be like, it's just not. It's not that.
It just
Niggas know. It be like,
sometimes sexual chemistry just be off. It's just that's
And
just
what's
how it
crazy
is.
is,
Yeah.
and what's crazy is when talking to her, she told me the last time she had sex was probably like a year prior to me, and the dude she dealt with hit her one time and stopped talking to her. I'm like, this is why, bitch. Your pussy is trash. Like,
Oh my god.
this is exactly why.
see, they be the chicks. They be like, that's why I'm celibate. I can't.
Yeah.
deal with it. Nobody wants you. This is what I'm talking about.
Your pussy is trash.
They be mixing abstinence and celibate up. That shit be fucking them up. They be like, I'm celibate until marriage and all. What the fuck is you talking about? They be celibate. Why people with celibate always gotta take their celibate? You be 3 months in. I'm 3 months celibate. You ever notice that? Like every time somebody like in the comments,
I know.
I've been celibate for a year. I've been celibate for 5 years. First of all, if you've been celibate for 5 years,
Something wrong.
Yeah.
Kill
Tell me.
I don't know how much deeper into yourself.
can you
gotta
imagine
go,
you be
because
celibate
ain't no
and
way.
then you die tomorrow? You be like, damn, you just
I
died.
ain't get no sex.
That was a waste.
Imagine, I'm waiting for Mr. Right, and then
I think it's like, what's your purpose in this? Why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
I can't do nothing with you.
fuck, I'm telling
Keep
you
this information to
I'm
yourself.
telling you right now, so you don't get any other ideas that this gonna go any other way.
Then they get mad.
You actually wanted to go another way because there's no reason you need to tell me that.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll holler at you when you not
Cause
fucking.
I can't. All I gotta do is tell you no. I don't have to tell you.
But it's not even
a
a
tell you no.
It'd be like I'm celibate. Then
Right.
they go into the whole spill. I'm working on myself. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You be like,
So why the fuck are you here? Like, why did you
the whole
inbox me?
resume and shit.
Like, why are
what
we
the fuck is you
here?
doing?
Like, you can still get your butt ate and work on yourself. Like it's okay. Like, that shit might actually help you. Like,
I cannot.
Might open up the
Maybe that's
brain
why
a
shit
little
ain't going
bit.
right. You too uptight and scared and shit.
Might see a third eye or some shit. Like,
wonder why you always got headaches because you ain't busting no nuts.
That shit all up in the brain. They keep thinking about shit. The head keep getting bigger and bigger. You're like, oh, what the fuck? They be killing me with that. Grand Rising, kid.
Yo.
Grand Rising. Here we go. As soon as you see Grand Rising, here we go. Who hurt her? Who hurt her today? Who hurt her?
every time.
They text you
yo.
at Grand
Yo.
Rising. One, you probably know they celibate. Two, they had been hurt and they don't even try to come in them sideways. They're gonna put their cash app right up on you. They like, oh, pay a bill. You pay a bill. No, I didn't mean literally for you to pay the bill. I was just saying in case somebody want to come in my, that'd be lying. Oh, you come in here, you gotta pay a bill.
Let's talk about it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why you looking at me?
Because I want the female perspective. Because a lot of chicks nowadays are fake prostitutes.
Oh.
And I want like, and this is my,
Look at the logic.
like me, I support sex workers. If that's what you want to do that.
I support you.
But don't be faking it like that's not what it is. Because if you telling me you can't get no coochie unless we go on date, that's an exchange for something, right? I'm taking you on a date for exchange for sex.
Right.
That's called what?
Sex worker.
Same shit.
But my
I
thing,
support it all.
I'd be
Whatever you
pissed
do,
because y'all act, not y'all, but a lot of chicks act like that's not what it is. And that's, like, it's,
Well, I mean, that's another accountability. If you, at the end of
Yeah.
the day, right now, but then you have to say that if there are guys out there that are approaching it like, well, what do you bring to the table? And it's just like, all right, you want to ask me those questions, like, you want me to be this type of woman or you want me to be this type of woman? If you want me to be kept, if you want to do all this, you want to be that leader, what you paying? What you paying for? Like, what you giving? And then if you be like, well, I got this, and it's like I said, like we said on, I said on one of our episodes, it was like, if you lead with money, that's automatically what I'm gonna get out of you. At the end of the day, if you lead with, this is the type of watch I got, this is the type of house I got, the kind of car I drive, this type of shit I be doing, the type of clothes I wear, you lead with money. So I'm gonna get everything I can out of you.
I don't know why cornballs don't get
So
that.
if
like,
you don't
I don't know why
understand
they don't
that, now to like be putting up your cash app or constantly like the first,
Begging?
if that nigga got your number and then automatically you coming off like, oh, when you gonna pay for this or you gotta take me out to this specific restaurant, and it's just like, it's a difference between knowing your worth and just being out here just doing dumb shit
A lot of these chicks
because
be
you
broke.
want something.
A lot of these chicks be broke.
Yeah.
That should be a facade on. They got 20 niggas paying them $20 a piece for them to get that outfit that they need.
But there's multiple niggas doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I need something paid and I have a roster of niggas, I can get $100 out of each of these niggas. Something is paid.
Damn.
And
Damn.
I didn't probably have to give up anything.
Damn.
So it's like you got to take a step
Oh,
back
no.
and ask your fellow men.
Niggas,
What is she doing?
If I'm cash apping, I'm fucking.
See?
Facts.
If I'm cash apping,
If you got that standard, you got that standard. But if you don't have that standard,
some
you
dudes
can't be mad. That you can't be, because there's a reason. Like no female just started automatically putting her cash app up there, and it was just like out of the blue.
No, Rent was new.
Somebody somewhere is paying for
I
something.
remember that. Rent was new.
Somebody somewhere is paying for something, and they just like, and they thinking that if you don't like it, there's somebody else that will. That's it.
Until it's a stalker nigga that she don't want to talk to
Exactly.
Until you got Marvin following you
Yeah.
home, and shit like
Oh,
that.
not fucking
then, you,
Marvin.
then you got a whole other issue.
Nah, goddamn.
But you know,
Why do chicks just keep letting that stalker nigga in the DM keep commenting instead of just blocking him? Like they'll let him have a whole conversation with himself and then screenshot it.
because they
post
like the
it.
that's
attention.
the
Yeah.
attention.
They like the attention.
That's the same reason why if I ever see a female and she's posting ass shots, every picture she has is turned this way, the camera, and her ass in the mirror. It's automatically not saying like, oh, I'm posting this for me. Like you're getting attention from somebody. You want that attention from somebody. Just like you don't even gotta explain yourself. I'm posting a picture because I want to, but you also like the attention, don't you? Simple as that. Nobody would be on social media. Nobody would collect followers if they didn't like some type of attention from somebody.
Be glad when they take them likes away. It'll humble a lot of motherfuckers.
I mean, yeah, somebody gonna stop getting paid for it.
Yo, that's funny.
Somebody gonna stop getting paid for something.
Take them likes away. You make that picture and they ain't had them likes on
You
there.
ain't
You
got
like, shit.
10,000 likes no more, and that what you got. It's just like, oh well, yeah.
Damn.
10,000 dick sucks.
Damn.
Them jaws hurt. Them jaws hurting.
Damn.
That's ridiculous.
Oh
Hey,
man.
listen, they be out here, man. I mean, so you support them, right?
Oh,
Listen, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
somebody paying them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stay in your tax bracket, please. Just stay in your tax
Yeah.
bracket. Niggas be going broke trying to impress a chick that ain't got shit. I don't be understanding that.
Man,
Y'all neither one of y'all got shit now. Y'all both broke, but she gonna go find somebody else to get her some money now.
Yup.
Yeah.
You can't pay the bills.
She definitely gonna find another crash dummy. Don't ever think you the only one, bro. Because I'm telling you, you ain't the only one. So
That's yo.
It's a hard lesson learned.
Oh, man.
Oh my god, bro.
Crazy ass
I've been off the porch for a long time. I know how the game goes. Like,
You ain't herpes. You out with a chick that, or you go out and you think you thought the chick was with. She with a whole dude there. Now you can't even get mad because it's not even your chick.
yeah.
It's like, yo, what you? Nah, I'm gonna just keep it moving. Let me just keep it moving. Let me go find my table real quick. I'm
Don't
gonna
be
just.
mad.
He took her personally.
You can't be mad, especially if she told you. You can't be mad if she told you, like, I'm dating more than one person. If I'm telling you that from the beginning, don't get mad if you see me out after this.
But that's what dating
But
is,
see, that's
though.
the
Like,
crazy. The crazy thing is a lot of like people, not just women, but a lot of people in general don't do that though. Like they don't tell you that they dating or seeing more than one
That would
person.
avoid
I mean, I don't really think you obligated to do so.
You don't think so?
No,
Why not?
Because we dating. This is not nothing serious. We're dating. You don't gotta tell me you've seen other chicks. I mean, other guys.
But if you feel like you dating to become something, why not?
If it's getting serious, I feel
Like,
like
that's what I'm saying. Like, you
Well,
know,
that's when you
eventually
hit the-
somebody gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's when you hit the the talking stage.
What?
The talking stage, right?
I mean, was it
Ain't that the
dating?
beginning?
No,
Before y'all actually go on a date.
We did a whole
Isn't the
episode.
Wait a
on
no.
that.
There's dating. Like there's dating.
What
and
is
then
dating?
We just going out with another person.
And then
You
it's
trying to
dating.
figure somebody
It's
out.
dating.
That comes
dating
after the
exclusive.
talking.
You gotta talk to them. You gotta talk to them
Nah,
first.
talking to the next level.
You got that backwards.
Hold
So
up,
wait,
bro.
Talking to the
You
next
gotta
level.
turn it-
Wait,
you gotta
so-
switch.
I only
go
talk to
out
one
and eat
person.
I,
You go
I-
on and eat
I get what
and
you
you
mean.
don't talk?
I kind of get. I don't know why we understand each other like this. Like it's.
Because y'all father and son. That's
That's
why.
just
Fucking motherfuckers, goddamn.
If I'm talking to somebody, I'm talking to one person. If I'm dating, that's multiple people.
I don't see the difference, bro.
Yeah, I'm just.
I think you mixing talking and dating exclusively up.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
dating exclusively is you just talking to one person.
yeah.
Yes.
Talking is you could be talking.
All right, well,
To everybody.
I put
Like, I'm
dating
talking to five
exclusively
people.
and talking to me. That's the same
Same
person.
thing?
Like dating is just I'm going out whoever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going on dates.
yeah.
All right.
I go out dates all the time. Like I just don't care about the chick. Oh, I want some food, bitch. Like let's go. Like you know what I'm saying, like that's dating to me. Like,
Feeding them.
Feeding.
That's it.
I'm talking.
Yeah.
You was the
That's
food
what
guy.
you do.
Double left.
You was the food guy.
skinniest
Call it what you want.
big nigga ever on the low.
Say what?
The skinniest big nigga ever on the low. This motherfucker.
Go ahead, Mike.
Oh man.
You said me?
Yeah. You had a question, didn't you?
No,
What?
I thought you was looking at me like you had, or you just was agreeing with me.
I was agreeing with you.
Oh.
See,
Saying we was
like I just said, fucking father and son for no apparent reason. They just
That was
mental telepathy and shit. Like,
They got a bond over not using condoms.
This is like bro,
horror
fuck
stories.
Horror story.
Share horror stories.
I believe it.
Is any other podcasts in the city you like? You fucking with?
Not in the city.
Let me think.
Oh, it's ones I just listen to.
I listen to a select few. It's weird. It's you know it's crazy. Actually, lately I listen to. I only probably listen to one podcast. Keep it being with you. Like
Really?
I've listened to a lot of. I only listen to Earn Your Leisure right now, honestly, because I'm kind of on that financial shit right now. But other podcasts. Let me think. I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I don't know their fucking name to keep it being. Like I might
Yeah.
follow them. Like damn, I like that. But as far as like a list of podcasts, no, because not purposely. It's just because I don't want to kind of direct my. When it comes to prepping for the show, like in their direction. Now I'm starting to sound like other podcasts. You know how rappers, when they say
Yeah.
you don't listen to other rappers when it comes to music,
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same way with the podcast. Like I can't listen to certain podcasts because then I know my mind's going to want to, now I'm talking like this, I want to talk about this. But I've come across a lot of podcasts. I just can't remember the fucking name.
Oh
honestly.
shit.
I can't.
It's not good.
I remember when I came across your, I actually, speaking of your live show, I actually saw, I got through the first 15, 20 minutes of your live show. It was on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
and
Jesus.
yeah, yeah. Somebody had just came, was it
The OG.
Miami or Atlanta? One of the two. Y'all had just got back from somewhere. I forget. And then y'all got into it. It was funny. That shit was funny.
My mom just watched the live show last night.
Yeah, oh, shit.
Mom Dukes.
Yo,
She said,
she's disgusted.
That's funny.
She's disgusted.
What she say?
She's disgusted.
that's what she
crying.
said.
What podcast y'all listen to?
I listen to a lot of Philly podcasts. Big Steppers, One Fan Radio,
TRP.
TRP, Big Fat Delicious, The
Brothers.
Office, Four Brothers.
Like all these podcasts I've heard, I just never got a chance to get around to all of them.
Yeah, I mostly listen to like Philly podcasts. Like, anything outside of that, I'm cool. Like celebrity podcast, I do not listen to. I'm cool.
What about
Fucking
Atlanta?
annoying.
You haven't like discovered any podcasts over there?
I have, but Atlanta people, they kind of act a little funny. What's wrong? Y'all just scared me. Yo.
Everybody turned
I'm sorry, it caught me off guard.
I didn't know what was happening.
We were just talking about
Who was that, Rob?
That's the session after you, Chris.
Oh, okay. All right.
We didn't know what was going on. We were like, oh, wait a minute.
No, because it's just like they all just started coming from his room. And I'm just like, where the fuck is they coming from?
It's
Like,
like shorts and fishnets. We just talking about sex workers. I was like,
Yo,
I had saw one person already go across and looked at Rob. I was like, it's cool. And I was like, all right. And then everybody just like started coming out the room. And I was like, the fucking clown car is going on just now. Like,
But
Oh, man.
no, I want one of my biggest issues with Atlanta is like a lot of the motherfuckers out there think they celebrities and they not. So
Big hit it.
I think because down there, everybody
they
think
motto is fake
Yeah.
until you make it.
yeah, so it's just like
yeah.
I done try to collab with other podcasters out there, but they just the way they just approach things is like they come off arrogant as fuck. And you know me, I can't.
you're not doing
I don't
that.
deal with people like that. So
He sound like me.
it's been real hard to collab with other podcasters, but I'm gonna get there eventually because we do gotta start collabing with other people. So
okay.
Yeah, y'all the first collab that we actually came to.
really,
Yeah. So it's just
They should.
shit.
we appreciate this. It's definitely dope.
yeah, we gotta put up on y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because we had a lot of guests, and then like people like they just back out on us. Like, see, I got one time with me for you some bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, what, I'm cool. Or see, like you start asking me a million questions. Now I'm like, all right, I'm cool. Like, fuck's going on? I started questioning you. Like, the fuck you questioning me? Give me so many goddamn questions for.
Where y'all record at?
We record downtown actually. We right at like
19th and Chestnut.
20th and Chestnut. I think.
That part.
Yeah.
No, it's 19th.
Is it 19th?
It's 19th and
So
Chestnut.
it's actually
man.
it's actually it's a collaborative space. Like it's like basically offices and shit up there. We just we bring our equipment and shit up there.
Like
and
how,
just set
if
up.
y'all ever know, y'all
Okay.
know what a WeWork, y'all know what WeWorks is?
Nah.
Y'all know what WeWorks is?
I don't think it was down there when we went to school.
Oh,
No, we went to school around that 20 around that area, 20th and 19th and Chestnut and shit.
Oh, school.
Fieri.
Oh, yeah.
I think they moved. Is that down there?
They moved?
No, they.
No, they still there.
They still there?
Yeah, they still.
Is that in the middle of the block?
Yeah.
Yeah, they still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still
Yeah,
there.
they still. Them motherfuckers ain't going
So you
nowhere.
gotta turn the corner. So that Dunkin' Donuts is over there. So come
Yup.
across the street.
Across the street. Yeah.
Across the street, and it's a building like on the side once you pass that little market. But it's like a bunch of like offices, office space and stuff.
You
like
ever
that.
had somebody like you ever reach out to somebody and then they feel like your podcast isn't worthy enough for them to be on? Because I've had that happen. They want to ask me.
God
like,
damn.
Atlanta niggas, bro.
Because I like to reach out to different people. Like
Yeah.
all right, I see somebody they up and coming or something. I want to reach out to them, reach out to this person. Like yo, I want you to come on. You know, because I be searching. I used to do that on the old podcast because that was more of a music podcast. So like I would come across different rappers and I'd like reach out to them or whatever. But yeah, that happened. That happened one time. I was like, yeah, they will never see us on here again. They will never be on this podcast again. They made it seem like it was a disservice that I reached out to them for them to come on our podcast.
Like, how dare you talk to me?
Yeah,
like
like
what?
Wow, yeah.
it was weird.
But yeah, that's how I
dare
went. And then with like two, I ain't gonna say the name, but two groups of podcasts. I was trying to reach out so we can collab. And it's just like the way they was talking is just like they was like, and I'm talking about we got more followers, subscribers, and all that than
Like
them.
you was beneath, like they was beneath, or you was beneath them.
And it's fucked up because like
Scoff at you.
Yeah, it's weird. Yo. So it's golf action.
Scoff at you. You peasant. Like,
So I always say why people act like that. Like,
yeah, because me like I'm the type that like if you like want to step into this field, I'm going to back you. I'm going to give you all the information you need. I ain't gatekeeping nothing.
right, I'm the same.
Like,
way.
I'm showing all kind of love. Like my homie Mary, he just called me like last week. Like, yo, I want to do the podcast thing. I'm like, all right, this is the equipment you need. You don't want to buy equipment. This is studio in Philly, and this is when you should upload. This is when you do video and stuff like that. This is how you should boost clips and all kinds of shit. Like we had like a 2-hour conversation.
Yeah, because I had somebody just reach through the same thing. I gave them the whole list, everything they need, all of this stuff you need. Like if you need to, because I had to figure that shit out on my own. Like I figured that shit out on the last podcast, and then I just kind of took that information and put it forward, like on all listening platforms, like not hard it is to get on Pandora. Got on fucking Pandora, on fucking iHeart, on fucking all of that shit. That shit is hard, and just figure that shit out. And a lot of emails, a lot of shit.
I can tell you, me and Man, we was up like our first week. We was up all night trying to figure that shit out.
Yeah, you know what the fuck we was doing.
That shit get stressing. That shit get stressing. You be like, damn, I gotta get this done. My girl like, go to sleep. I'm like, no, I gotta get this shit done. I gotta figure out figure out how to fucking do this shit.
Like, who would I be not to like help the next guy out?
That's the way it should be.
That's the way it should be. But
it ain't that way.
I'm about to say, it's kind of what we come to learn. It's definitely not that. Just from our last podcast, it's just not how it is.
And then we in Philly, like it's supposed to be Philly support Philly, like even though it's really not that at all, but it's like
Philly support popularity.
Yeah. If your name ain't your name, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's a lot of popular famous people.
That shit crazy.
A lot of popular famous got shit going on. Like you ain't got nothing but followers. Like, hey, that's it. That's
But right. I mean, so far though, like the scene in Philly has been like very embracing. Like some of the top dogs, like Chad and Matt, like they didn't helped us like from the very beginning. Like my man Black from One Film Radio, like he gave us the game. He was backing us like ever since, and I ain't gonna lie, it's been good, bro. I have no complaints so far. It's been very embracing. It's like we got a lot of love from small guys to the big guys. So.
Right. How many episodes in?
Damn, I don't even know.
If you count all the bonus, we're over 50.
We over 50.
You got to do bonuses too, like what? And like little in betweens, or like how does that work for bonus?
Bonus episode is just like if we had an extra episode recording, we'll just throw it out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't count as full episode, but if you count all that, we're above 50.
Yeah, we on 58.
Yeah, so
and we've been putting the work in, bro. Like
so that first day in my school, man. That first day in my school, it just is like just keep going.
We ain't missed no weeks. None of that.
Yeah, you've been real consistent.
Yeah,
that's the key.
Like we didn't finally hit 1,000 followers on Instagram.
That's what's up.
Finally got over 100 subscribers on YouTube.
That's what's up.
Like views been through the roof. Like so, we really been putting the work in, and ain't even been a year yet. A year will be next week, but yeah.
Yeah, that's how we looked at it too. Like when our first year came around, and the subscribers and the followers and everything, you like, because I think sometimes we like hard on ourselves because it's like, all right, we feel like
which is natural.
Feel like you should be here, but you gotta look back at where you started.
Yeah,
we look back where we started, and even the quality of video we started with. My camera guy, like shout out to Ed, like he probably one of the best cameramen around, man, because he always looking how to upgrade us when it comes to visuals and just overall like production. Like he's a beast with it. He real he in with it. Like, he like buying new cameras, buying laptops. Like, oh, we could do this, do that. Shit dope.
Yeah,
shit dope.
So, all right, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. This was a dope John, very hilarious John, very ratchet John, but overall was very great. What y'all got coming next? Anything new?
We gotta get back recording.
Yeah.
We took a couple weeks off.
Have y'all? Yeah. Y'all do like the seasons, or y'all just go?
Nah, we just. I used to have a saying on the last podcast. We'll do seasons because we're not seasonal niggas. So now I can't say that now. I can't say it now, but no, we just. It's fun to us. Like we look forward to like when we be talking shit in the comments like we can't wait till we get back on the mic. We be talking shit. So, just recording. We probably gonna try working our first event.
Okay,
that's a key thing we kind of want to do before the end of the year. Try to work on an event. That's a lot of planning. That's a lot.
I mean, anything y'all need help with, we definitely for y'all.
Planning. I mean, we've done a lot so far. We've had clothing out.
Yeah,
just been working. Just trying to work. So, like I said, we're gonna try working on an event. Just keep seeing how we can progress and keep collabing. Actually, that's probably be our next thing. Just collab with a lot of podcasts. Get us out there even more.
Yeah, I'll send y'all a couple of people that y'all tap in with.
Cool. Appreciate that.
Give y'all ad names.
Forgot your ad name.
Yeah. it's some underscores and shit in there.
God damn.
It's Ash Monique when my face pops up. So
Yeah,
crying.
we'll put it on.
I was say put it on.
We'll put it at the bottom of the screen. Or something.
Yeah.
Mine's is that's one thing I gotta do. I gotta open up my private page. I never. It's private. Like all our files be on a listening, but
I'm not making it public.
I got about 120 people that just trying to get in, and I. It's but mine's is it's the bull underscore is the THEBUL underscore Vance, and then our Instagram is let's make sense of it underscore.
Okay.
And then you can just find us you can find us Instagram, you can find us everywhere.
You can Google us.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, Google.
Yeah, we to the point that you can Google us. Like that's a hell of a feat right there. You know, starting off, you start Googling shit, your shit don't pop up. We fucked up a little bit. Like, damn, my shit didn't even pop up when I type it in. But now we to the Google phase. So yeah, so appreciate y'all.
All right, thank y'all for pulling up on us.
Yeah, for
sure.
Y'all far as hell.
I'm cracking up.
Far as hell. Okay.
The weather changed 3 times that we up here.
The sun came
back. I put a sweatshirt on.
Y'all done changed
She's like, damn.
Jesus.
All right, man. We out of here.
This is the Sandbox.